we go. So, good morning. Welcome to MacBean Scottish Fitness. For today, we're going to cook up some nutrition, kind of get refueled from all the activity I did earlier today, which that video is about 67% loaded. So, I moved all my weights outside into a central location. Might be bringing some more stuff out there. Had a little fun with it. Trimmed some trees, mowed some grass, carried stuff out to the pond. So I got a little bit of everything in that 20-minute video. So appreciate if you watch that one. Make sure to like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Christopher, how we doing? Ray, how we doing? Yeah, now that I have a real internet, you got it. So happy Tuesday, Christopher. And so today we're going to start with bacon, of course. But first of all, I pre-seasoned the pan. I've already cleaned it. Then I dried it off. What I do is I just put a real small layer of olive oil on it. Then what that does is just makes things not stick to it as much. So I got my bacon. I'm gonna cook a fresh potato. Got a nice green pepper, getting a little bigger now, and 2 jalapenos. No anemic onions today. So, bacon is for flavor, and it's also for cooking medium. I watched another video. This one doctor, she brings up a lot of good information. Of course, sometimes too much information about all the foods that are good for you or bad for you. And she's definitely saying seed oils are the worst things for you. So whether it's sunflower oils, sesame oil, corn oil, they're just the worst oils for you to cook in, where animal fats are better. And she also says something about dairy. When I use the Fairlife milk, and it's got a lot of stuff filtered out of there that would mess with you. So it's safe to have that. No, don't hear that sizzle yet. Usually you want to hear a sizzle when the bacon hits there. You want to hear that shh. So I'm going to give it a few more minutes to warm up before I put the rest of the bacon on there. Then when bacon gets going, I'll chop the potato up. I did pick up some more goodies. Oh, I didn't bring it in. So I also picked up some Mediterranean sea salt, but it's still out in my car. It's out in my car. That's why I'll bring it in tomorrow. I've got everything out of the garden. So this morning I did some lifting with the weights I have outside. Did some tree trimming. I did some throwing with the 5-pound and 10-pound weights, and all that is uploading as we speak. And then my potato video is almost up to 400 views. So everybody was really excited about that. Thanks for hitting the thumbs up, everybody. I do appreciate it. So my harvested potatoes yesterday was a very popular video, which is always good. So I didn't get a bunch of potatoes out of there. The ones I got were really good size. So there was much rejoicing. And yesterday after I cooked, I didn't do any throwing. It was just too late. But today probably will happen. So I got the bacon in there. Remember, I always use bacon from the butcher. It's better bacon. Tastes better. Fresher. Doesn't have all those preservatives in them. So now that I got the bacon going, grab my buddy at Cutco Knives, lucky old day. So now we will chop up the tater. And potatoes add a lot of nutrition to the meal. Fats, vitamin D, protein, carbs. Body needs carbs. Carbs are fuel. And then the peppers are bringing more vitamins and minerals into it. What I didn't realize is how much different the jalapeno is versus the green pepper. The jalapeno actually has a lot of fat. And your body needs fat too. You know, all these things are good for you. And I've been getting used to more and more jalapenos in there, where I only used to put one in our meal. I'm now putting two. And both the wife and I enjoyed it yesterday. And then a little shout out to some of my channels I like to watch. Want to hear some really nice stories in a lovely narration voice, then I would have you check out Miss Worm. She's from the UK, and she has a wonderful, wonderful narration voice. And she did. I shared her video. It's about a 2-hour thing that you can like listen at night for spooky things. I've got turned it on last night. I'll try to remember to do that tonight. Maybe the wife and I will fall asleep to that instead of boob tube. Got my jalapenos, 2 nice healthy ones. And we won't worry about chopping them up until we get some of the bacon rather going there for a while. One thing I want to check is on the potatoes I put in a cardboard box. A lot of times you can have tomatoes ripen on your sill. So far, not getting anything. So maybe too soon. I don't know. We'll keep them out there, see what happens. That's kind of my little experiment going. Here we go. Got the skillet going. Bring the heat up a little bit more. So bacon, potatoes, peppers, and then yesterday I cooked an egg apiece, so probably be 2 eggs today. Then Mama usually makes us a English muffin or bagel. There we go. Bagel, bagel, bagel. So, and then of course with a glass of Fairlife milk. So, the main 2 seasonings, fresh brown black pepper, and now I'm going with Himalayan salt. I am going to get some Celtic salt too. And I got regular sea salt and Mediterranean salt. These salts are better for you because they have less sodium, but then they have other minerals that you need, and that's really what you want to have. So usually I wait until I actually throw the veggies into it. And then if I do need more cooking medium, then what I use is, holy smoly. Oh, I must have used some butter yesterday. Then I use Kerrygold. Oh, this is actually a tube. So this one's different. That's interesting. Did you make something that used a lot of butter yesterday, hon?
Just a fourth of one. Like a half a stick.
I see that. What I don't see is my, I had one that wasn't 2 sticks. It was just a big chunk, and I don't see that one anymore.
Well, I took half of it. The other half is in there.
Oh, okay. Oh, you cut it. It almost looks like a regular tube. Okay, all's well. Mystery solved. So basically, I'm just waiting for the bacon to cook. Kind of flip it over. The thing about cast iron, if you take care of it correctly, the more you use it, the better it gets. So now, let's refill my water bottle. So it gets refilled with filtered water. Now that it's not 1,000 degrees outside, usually by this time of the day, I'd probably be on my 5th bottle of water, and I think I'm only on my 4th. So one less. There's much rejoicing, yay! But this is what I use to store water in, keep myself hydrated. Which is very important. So if you got any questions, comments, concerns, pop those babies in chat. A lot of times what I'll do is do research on the questions I get. But obviously, if you can get food that is more pure and less processed, meaning that, it doesn't have extra chemicals in it and that, it's better for you. So pure maple syrup, pure honey, vegetables, meats, eggs, dairy, things like that. Had to answer an email and set an appointment to speak with HR over issues with management. Hoping to get a lateral transfer back to the old position, but means I will have to work from office. Well, always something. So on our 3rd shift, one of the guys that I thought was going to probably be there, forever. I mean, make a career of it, maybe. Been missing a lot of days. I didn't see him yesterday. I don't know if he worked or not. Rumors he's trying to find another job. Well, he's got a good job. Good pay, good benefits. Granted, he's on 3rd shift. And I guess it's whatever shifts you like. I see one guy who used to be on 2nd shift, now on 3rd. Another person used to be on 3rd shift, is now on 2nd. Actually, I like 2nd shift. No way I'd go to 3rd. I think I'm pretty safe. I don't have to worry about that. Miss Warren, how we doing? Miss Warren, we were just talking about your latest thing out there, that 2-hour thing, which I want to listen to tonight. And I did share it on my channel. And you can go ahead and post a link on that if you wish. But Mrs. Warren, who is now a lovely narration voice and been doing some stories, has like over 700 subscribers. So, we're actually getting to a point, Miss Warren, we might get you monetized. Especially with those long videos and that. We might get you where you start making a couple dollars. You might be able to make 25 cents a day. Woohoo! Look out. Where will I spend it all? But it's getting close. So I shared it, and I invite anybody else who has channels to share it too. And I think it'll be, we'll listen to it tonight. Preppy Artist, how we doing? Taking a quick break from packing the U-Haul. Yeah, I know, moving is no fun. Yeah, it's hot. Now, I know yourself and me. I'm on 25 plus hours at Well, then you're doing really well. So on my second channel, I think I just hit 650 subs, but I don't have very much watch time. I think only like 275 hours. But I don't do a lot of support with that. So yeah, Club 1776. Yeah, that's Fat Man. But anyway, so if prepping artist, if you want, Mrs. Worm has got a lovely long 2-hour video on her channel. If you could check that out, maybe share it on yours. And let's get her over 4,000 hours. And it's 3 or 4. I don't know. Sometimes they have different stages. So no one else calls me Wormy. Yeah. Keeps changing his name to protect the innocent. Something like that. It looks like I got enough bacon grease today. Oh yeah, let's cut that heat down. So the next thing goes in is fresh potatoes. So that's where I'm using potatoes from my garden that I dug up yesterday. Now, granted, I only got like 7 potatoes from them, but they were all really nice size. And hopefully my other 5 bags will do better. So thanks for the thumbs up. Appreciate that. Prepping artist, hope your moving goes smoothly. It's been 23 years since I've moved. So, and I just remember how much fun that was. So we're really close to putting the potatoes in my favorite parts. Okay, the last 2 pieces of bacon, I can do this a few more seconds. Set those off to the side. Now let's put these in here. Oh! All right. So we're going to use Himalayan salt. The reason that we're going to this salt is because it has a lot more minerals in it than just the sodium chloride. It has magnesium, manganese, potassium, iron. Damn. So it's a better salt for you. Then, of course, my fresh ground pepper. So my potato video was a big hit. I never would have thought that. Pepper. So while the potatoes now in there, for what first thing I do is I give them a stir, and that's to get the bacon grease coated on it, and also the spices. And make sure that we got all the things separated. Got to keep it separated. All right. Well, that's cooking. Got the green pepper from earlier this morning, and the 2 jalapenos. Let me see what we got going on here. The pillows. Mystic worms knows all. Tomatoes, so they're still green. The plants still kind of are suffering from something. I don't know what it is, but they're still producing. I've got a lot of big green tomatoes about the size of my fist. I brought 4 in and I put them in a cardboard box. They're be the same thing as a paper sack, but they're still green. So they haven't started turning red yet. So I might have been just a little quick on the draw. I'm not sure. But they're healthy. They're producing tomatoes. So I will get tomatoes from them. So there's that. My lettuce is doing extremely well. It's probably growing faster than I can harvest them. The problem is once they go to seed, it gets a little tricky. I got some other collard greens in there that I'm just not sure what they are. I'm sure they're edible in the salad. And my squash plant is getting big. It probably should start producing that. And then my cucumber plant is about that big right now. Because I only planted that about 2 weeks ago. But it's getting there. And then of course my pepper plants are just going to town. So the tomatoes survived the heat wave. You know, I do get a kick out of Twitter. Oh my God, it's been hotter than it's been in the last 120,000 years. Yeah, okay. So I guess that one reporter was there. I was there. No, he wasn't. Busted. So he even had an idiot Hillary said the heat wave is blamed on MAGA Republicans. So I'm saying, congratulations, you won the stupid comment of the internet today. And then I just went on there just to see who would be dumb enough to believe that. Fortunately, it didn't seem like too many. So I felt better about that. Because my thought is it really their fault that they're that dumb, or is it the fault of the people that believe the BS they put out? Inquiring minds want to know. I just got done cutting up the jalapeno, so what I want to do is wash my hands. And sometimes you want to rub your eyes, and then whew, the fun begins. And rubbing your eyes after cutting up a jalapeno plant, it's a bad idea. So I do have a nice outdoor exercise series loading up. Should be pretty close. I was at, 67% last time I checked. Survey says 84%. Yep. So almost there. So lifting outdoors and other fun stuff. Crazy old man. And my Harvest Your Potatoes, Grow Your Own Nutrition Harvest Potatoes had past 400 views. Yay! For a longer video, 400 views for me is great. I know for big channels it's not, but for me, that's pretty good. That latest rendition you did this morning, how many views do you have on that one, that 2-hour one? I think it was like 43 last time I checked. And if you are a creator and you get the chance, go ahead and copy her thing and place it on your community tab. That's what I do. So it is so nice having a real internet. How many eggs do I got in here? Plenty eggs. We got those cooking. Remember, potatoes take the longest to cook. Then I'll throw in the jalapenos and the green peppers. And then what I have been doing is then just cooking some eggs on the side in its own pan. Because eggs tend to stick to cast iron. There are some things you can cook in cast iron, like meats and potatoes and things like that. And then there's things that you're better off not. Eggs are one of them. Remember, it's the incredible edible egg. Egg's got all 20 amino acids that your body needs. The only thing, and lots of minerals that you need. The only thing that's missing is vitamin C. Our Coral Man Survival, how are we doing? Thanks for the thumbs up. So, the weather's been nice. It's only going to be in the low 80s. And the humidity is only down about 50%, so the humidity is down quite a bit. So outdoor activities are more enjoyable. And probably about a half hour after I get done eating, I think I'll go throw some discus and then start getting ready for work. It's I-O, it's off to work I go. One of these days, but I don't mind working. I'm more productive when I have a job. So Binks has been hanging around the house a little bit more. She was kind of hiding in the shed during the upper 90-degree weather. And I probably got to pick up some food for her pretty soon. What else is going on? Pond's doing really well. Got lots of amphibians and reptiles living there and fish. On the border of hell here, yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I was stationed in Fort Stewart, Georgia for almost 2 years, and it was just too hot. Too hot and humid. Hot, heat and humidity just kills me. So I was, my last unit was Fort Campbell, Kentucky. It wasn't as bad. But Fort Stewart, Georgia, oh my goodness. And I visited Arkansas on that, and it's in the summer. It's just way too hot, y'all. From Pushbone, there we go. Ethan, how we doing? Thanks for the thumbs up. Good coming in. We've got fresh potatoes from the garden, green peppers from the garden, jalapenos from the garden, and eggs. I've got a cardigan on. Yeah, you guys been a little bit taters all. Cut them up, slice them up, cook them in a stew. Yeah, the UK has been kind of cool. Actually, more my liking of weather. You know, 60 degrees Fahrenheit is like perfect for me. All right, so give another stirring. Give another dab of spices. And probably about another 5 minutes, maybe a little bit longer, time to put the peppers in. Once peppers goes in, then you're really close to getting her done. So the garden's doing real well. Going to be in the 80s for the next 7 to 10 days, which is about perfect. Fortunately, school's starting. They already started school on August 1st down there in Tennessee. I'm like, wow, that's way too soon. 110 is the high today. That is hot. And then the wife and I were looking up, all these people are going on these trail hikes in, Arizona and Texas and just dropping dead. And I'm like, well, okay, it's 110 plus degrees out. Let's go for a walk in the desert. and not bring enough water with us. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. Don't be no tater hater. What's going to be your high today? Probably what, 114? Yeah, it is good grief. Remember, England and parts of Europe benefit from the Gulf Stream. Keeps you warmer during the winter. I think a little bit cooler during the summer. It's kind of like our Great Lakes lake effect. Out by the Great Lakes, generally it's about 5 degrees cooler in the summer. It's about 5 degrees warmer in the winter. Just because the water holds the temperature more consistently. Kick the heat just a little bit. Yeah, just a little bit, just a tad. So I got butter to cook the eggs in. I don't think I'm going to need it in here because sometimes I'll just put it in there for flavor. Just put a little tab just to get some flavor in there. And I'm getting hungry just cooking this food. Get the plate set up here. Got them ready to roll. Got all the greens ready to dump in there. So that's 1 big bell pepper and 2 jalapeno peppers. Then I will pop the bacon back into them too. And then if I want to, I could throw some cheese on top. Like I said, a good meal is going to take about 45 minutes on average to make. Sometimes a little bit longer. As I say, if you go to a restaurant and you order what's supposed to be a home cooked meal and it shows up and 5 minutes later, well, I'm thinking a microwave was involved. And I'm thinking some things were pre-cooked. Just saying. That's my guess. We're in a place in Pittsburgh. I had lunch with Jason, named Prepper, and it took almost 30 minutes for hamburgers to come up and fries. Man, were they good. And when he was kind of mentioning that, I said, well, if they come out in 5 minutes, you'd be slightly suspicious. Excess heat warning remains in effect from 1 p.m. this afternoon to 8 p.m. It's only going to be 108. There you go. Yeah, anytime it gets over 95 degrees, it's dangerous. Got to go and cook tea. Well, Miss Worm, thanks for joining in. We haven't seen you for a while, and it's good seeing you again. I do appreciate it. Remember, like, subscribe, share, put some of my videos on your channel, all that good stuff. Let's share the wealth. Not that there's a lot of wealth. Let's share what we got. All right, let's stir this in. And we're about ready to put the veggies in. All right. start. There we go. We'll get the eggs going here. Let's put the peppers in. Yay! There's much rejoicing. Time to cook some eggs. I think that one video should be uploaded by now. Take a look. No, still sitting at 84. So let me move the phone closer to. It could be because the live stream is going. Go a little closer to the modem, router, whatever you want to call it. So yesterday I had more potatoes in there, so today I'll add more eggs. And that should keep me in good in the neighborhood. I will say hi to Binks. Toodaloo or tut-tut for now. I share you out on my tab. There we go. Yeah, so I usually put a lot of the ones I like on my community tab. And I like doing it. I think it brings a little bit more offerings to to my channel when I do that. I'll do it with Michael's and Mark Wellman and Northern Girl Hobbies. I used to do it with that. You gotta get into do more of it. I have been where I've just been kind of too busy to get as much done as I wanted to, because in the summer I am far more active outside. That's a fact. So yesterday I was only doing an egg a piece. Today give me 2 eggs. So remember, 6 grams of protein per egg. So there's 12 there. And then with the milk and with what I got going there, it will probably be about 40 grams each. Which is what you want. I'll kick this up high. Got that cooking. Let me get me a little spatula out. And then anything in the food, eggshells, coffee grinds, vegetable scraps, fruit scraps, all go into the garden and get recirculated. Ethan, how you doing? Got a cup of milk and a scoop of protein for a smoothie, 4 grams after my lifting. Yep, that's the best way to do it. Usually within about 20 minutes of your workout, in my opinion, you want to get about 30, 40 grams of protein. And usually about an hour after that, I try to do the same thing. I've had people try to say the opposite, and I just say, well, this works for me. You can always find a different opinion on anything out there. And I don't worry about getting all flustered about it. I'm just saying, okay, here's what works for me. I know the time you put the protein in, the time it actually gets in the digestive, actually gets to your blood, get to the things, takes quite a bit of time. So then one person says, well, it needs to be 4 hours afterwards. No, you've wasted your whole workout. They eat the protein 4 hours afterwards, and then actually getting to your muscles for another 2-3 hours. All right? It just, you waited too long. I try to get about 30, 40 grams of protein per meal, and I do about average of 5 meals a day. So like this morning, I just had a big cup of Fairlife milk. just to give me a little boost to get all my stuff done outside. Go. Get the plates ready. Yeah, I like to have a spoon, a little preparation in there. So what we got coming in here? Thanks for the thumbs up, appreciate it. Good morning, folks. Thanks for popping in. So, fresh taters from the garden, fresh green peppers, fresh jalapenos from the garden, and a couple eggs is what we're having for our meal today. We were talking about the nutrition of having different types of salts. So when you see this pink salt and sea salts and Celtic salts, you're going, well, what's different between just regular iodized salt? And they are loaded with minerals that you need. So they have iron, they have potassium, they have manganese, they have magnesium, calcium. So they have other salts in there, which is going to be very healthy for you. And that's why you want to have it. And then also we talked about the purity of things. So I've got pure Irish butter here. Pancakes, I use pure maple syrup and honey, unfiltered raw honey. When you look at your store-bought syrups, no maple tree was ever involved. And a lot of them now are saying, they just call it syrup. They don't say maple syrup. So maybe they got changed. I didn't know that. I thought there was maple syrup in there and other things, but no, there's molasses, there's corn syrup, high fructose corn syrup, cane sugars, and then a bunch of molasses and a bunch of preservatives. So if you really want to eat healthier, you need to move to a healthier diet. And eating the pure foods and non-processed foods are better for you. Not that you can stay away from 100% because you really can't. And we all have our vices. Ice cream. It's okay to have those, just don't make it a daily thing. So same thing here, but for the butter, kind of melt through. Cooking the butter adds some nice flavor to the eggs. So yesterday we did 1 egg a piece. Today we're doing 2. So they have less potatoes. So here's my food bucket. Take this back to the garden. Let's take this off to heat. Oh, let's get my seasonings on there. Almost forgot. Almost didn't season my eggs. That's what a good nutrition breakfast looks like. And a glass of milk. And we'll be eating good in the neighborhood. Oh yeah, bacon too. Always gotta have bacon. I'd like to thank everybody for popping in my live stream. And probably soon after, my lifting outdoor video should be uploaded here before too long. Let me see if it's went past 84% yet. My feeling is it'll do it after I stop the live stream. I'm at 98, so I'm almost there. And my digging up my potatoes video's got over 400 views. So I appreciate that. Let's flip the eggs over. As I flip them over, then I pop the yolks. And we'll get ready to do some good eating. I do appreciate the thumbs up from everybody. Everybody getting involved in chat. It's always a more enjoyable live stream when we have group participation. How's that for a word? Group participation. I'm going to do a new series on nutrition and also vitamins and minerals. I'll probably make them about maybe 5-minute videos on that or do them as a premiere and get those rolling maybe while I'm at work. And I thank everybody for being by here. Remember my sponsors, they support me, so I support them. So for nutrition, go to Apex Nutrition in Shorewood. You can also order online at apexnutritionllc.com and use the word MacBean 15 for a 15% discount. Also, the Trading Post out in Utica, Illinois. So Jamie Mix Trading Post. Live music on the weekends, good food, nice gift shop, good ammo, and they got something out there. Got a curiosity. And then also the Benefits Veterans Network, which did come together with Operation 1620. And basically they are to get veterans off of alcohol and opioids. Also shout out to Shore Fitness out in Shorewood, Illinois. Vince Robin, the owner out there, one place to get in shape and definitely have somebody who knows how to get you in shape. See my friend Vince Robbins. And my sponsor, who isn't Fairlife Milk. Half the sugar, 50% more protein. Who doesn't like that? So I'd like to thank everybody for joining in. I got 8 thumbs up. Hopefully I'll get 10 before the end of the day. Remember, rest, nutrition, proper exercise, and have fun. MacBean Scottish Fitness. Everybody have a wonderful week.